Yeah, take this guy. He's got little experience and he's trickster, so if there is a naval invasion. Trickster won't matter anyways, but naval invasions are easy enough to defeat. Not really worried about Kristiansand. This later, this guy can gain a little XP if there is one. Supplies aren't low enough there to hurt anything, so. Alright. Generals have been swapped. Where's that guy who was old guard amphibious? Oh, whatever. Oh, he's in charge of this. Yep. Old guard invader. Probably should just give him offensive doctrine. It's unlikely for any of the other stuff to ever matter enough. Now I'll try and recruit new generals instead. It's better use of command power. And this guy gets his first taste of combat. As they're attacking. Shoot. Best man I could have used for a job, but looks like they're gonna need reinforcements. Send him there. Forest movement bonus. Oh, because of the Rangers. Shoot, no, actually there's a chance of pull that they get pushed. Pull these guys. Shoot. Get pushed here. These are the only reinforcements I can pull in. Reasonably. Might not be enough. These guys are small. Oh, they're nuts. Well, there's so many men attacking, so I'll hope they're actually suffering crits is the part of the problem. Get a little better with the reinforcements, but not much. Oof. Suffered heavy losses, it looks like. I have to attack here to weaken them. That's all I can do. Something changed with the supply situation. Alright. Oh, supply is not helping. Here. Shore bombardment. Oh, the enemy's doing shore bombardment. They have something supporting. Looks like they're winning here, though, so changes things here a little. Yeah, multiple combat. Boom. I think it's finished. That was support equipment that should do more defense. Bureaucrats suffered. Boom, 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 boom. Rocket artillery upgrade. That'll actually help me a little bit when it's done. It's fairly fast. Self-propelled artillery utilizing multiple rockets will be able to cause large-scale destruction rapidly while maintaining mobility to avoid counterfire. This will make this division a little better with its support rocket artillery. Meanwhile, China. What? Oh, this is just a tiny amount of stuff continuing. It does this so you get XP. Let's give them the rest of my basic infantry equipment. I don't have any more of this. No point of supplying that. Foreign made rifles, though. And some more artillery. I chose the wrong tactic. Attack versus counterattack. It's a fight when the sun comes up so that reorg. Oh, these guys can reorg anyways. Oh, now they're being attacked. Oh, defender's bonus. Reorg, replan, and poisoning lost equipment. Takes usually longer than that, but boom. Split up the enemy. Use pressure here. Send them here. Need to send these guys here. Shoot. Time to withdraw. Cancel that attack. Right. Actually, we need to withdraw in this direction. We need to get to Kristiansand by rail. Quick. Don't just march back in there. What they realize is they march. It's not as efficient, especially in this weather, but this might do. Little work, and then I guess they march back in there. They need to reorganize more. still for a bit. See, I'm kind of work cycling them if you guys have figured out, like, what these guys get mostly do, or these guys come in, then that way they'll withdraw first and then probably come back to the front. These guys are reinforcing soon enough. Oh no. Oh, they're just gonna hold here and counterattack into Kristiansand. It's the only thing I can reasonably do. Is a victory point, but spread them is thin. And these guys need to replace lost equipment. So I sent so much stuff to China that I do hope they use it well. It's hurting me now. Rifles, yeah, the artillery. No, they're not actually out of artillery. More rifles. There's a big naval battle between the Norwegian Navy with Spanish help and a few Swedish destroyers. Norwegians are definitely winning now. Okay, this is a losing battle. Let's withdraw. These guys are going to be doried soon, so they'll be coming along. Belarus is... Oh, shoot, because, yeah, Belarus borders Russia, Soviet Union. Yep, that's going to be under Russia occupation permanently. Might form a collab government someday. It does actually still increase my war support through world tension, not enough to matter. Might be that if I lose too many people, they're combat casualties. The would have lost it. Had another consumer goods factory, or bonds might not be entirely wasted. I should start later even in that case. That was just barely in the 2-factor range before. Why are they attacking? Just had them withdraw and they tried to march back in. these guys need to get the artillery, I need to pull in more reinforcements from here. Yeah, these guys should start training. Hmm. Oh. They... Oh no, there is a division there. Is back. They left it undefended. Nope. Alright, well... These guys need reinforcements. They need to lose these hills and defend in the mountains. There's no way they displace these guys, but this isn't going to go well for them. These guys back to the mountains. There's an entrenchment by doing it, but they need to be in better defensive terrain. I'm going to change this entrenched to trenches. These are the trenches. And these are no longer the reserve. We are the reserves. Not even trenches. Front and reserves. Shorter words, easier to comprehend. Start getting equipment. And I don't like the looks of that. Here, the front's getting a little thin here. always pulling men back. Understandable. And what they're losing. But sure this area doesn't get cut off from supply. Someone's got to march in the mountains in the cold. Might as well be the mountaineers. I thought I had this war in the bag, but it's not so much anymore. Especially the Soviet Union joining. Obviously, was a problem. They occupied Belarus, which was a source of material for me. They may even be contributing aircraft here. I don't see it yet, but probably not yet. But they might eventually. Norway would have to give the Soviets military access. Which they've only done to Brazil and Sweden. Okay, so no. Brazil was surprising. Second Brazilian Republic. Which appears to be slowly going communist. 24.51 probably. Something to do with the AI in the original Brazil being. I'll check that again later. These guys fell back to the mountains as planned. Spearhead. They managed to. Well, no, actually, I probably want to bolt attack there so that to hold, you might be able to encircle a single division or 2 divisions. That wouldn't be bad. Losing the forests with a little bit of supply. And whose tanks are these? Oh, Swedish tanks. That's bad. That's bad. Might need to do the anti-tank upgrade next, then. Most defending instead of me and machine guns. Heavy anti-armor ammunition. Straight. Can also grab infantry anti-tank 1. Early truck. Might produce some a few early trucks just for logistics. I can set them at the hubs to extend supply. This hub. trucks to do it. It's unlikely. See a division here. I think they pulled the... So I could retake Christiansand eventually. Wouldn't be able to hold it for long, but... Supplies are going to be really bad here until I take Christiansand, so... Definitely should do it. Some of the guys who have some planning in case enemies try and defend it. Boom. And they're going to try and intercept that. Oh, they're doing rail deployment. I'll make them pay for that. Or strategic. They lose all their work and they do that. That was a dumb idea. And the Swedes are still getting their rears kicked. It's not the word I'm thinking of course. I see. Alright, I have too many rifles here and I might need some elsewhere. This guy's some of the total artillery I've got. Span these guys eventually. First, let's promote one of their leaders. Quickly connected trickster. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna expand. I don't need that many reserves. The odds of naval invasion are so low. And I think some of these men would actually don't have rifles at all. Would be better with basic equipment than nothing. So yeah. Norwegians actually pushed these guys back out of the hills. Nice. These guys, it's not going well for them. Good. Oh, and these guys are encircled. That bit. Wither on the vine for a little. Lose equipment due to lack of supply, maybe. Wait till the blizzard's over and then destroy them, at least. Reservists are getting used to the winter. They're learning how to use rocket artillery, etc. Reading the manuals. I mean, this is Syria, so they're probably barely literate. Unfortunately, given how things were in the French colony, and even though socialism tends to lead to much more widespread literacy, because communist regimes almost always invest in mass literacy programs. A cynic might say it's so that people read propaganda, but not really, it's because they do care about health, education, and housing, and people's, you know, having their basic human needs met. People claim otherwise about, well, socialist countries are generally lying to you. Looks like they could attack. No. Probably could not attack skiing. These guys are kind of outnumbered. And still under-equipped. I have pro any weapons 3. They have some. Does Skiing have a naval base? No. It's got some local supply. Actually, put them on this front. These guys are losing this fight. They're not likely to take this soon. To reinforce Kristiansand. It's critical I hold it. They don't. Everyone loses their supply, and that's bad. With it, people get supply. And all comic is much better. Much, much better. That's annoying. Yes, I get that. Why these Swedish ships are in bad shape. I need to hear, like, all these sirens. Okay, let's go and push back here. Regions actually sent divisions here. These guys actually need to hold these mounds, otherwise they'll just march in enemy. Boom. Swedes might actually pay dearly for this whole naval invasion. Their ships are getting sunk. Most of them anyways. Or damaged. And 2 divisions got encircled up here. Well, actually, those regions. And these guys are probably going to get cut off from the port, at which point they're going to be in trouble. Where are they? I don't need them up here. Oh. I mean, it wouldn't... Combat will be gone in 11 days. I guess it wouldn't hurt, but we'll need them back here soon enough. Oh, combat's over. Alright, stop marching there. Need all the red on the logistics. Alright, got guys filling in behind. Oh, it's extremely cold there. I'll let them wait. These guys are gonna push him into the sea rather than... I don't think I can displace him with just this. These guys are rearming, reorganizing, but they might help on this attack. Maybe. Supply's going really bad with these guys. Here there's sort of enough supply. By contrast. Pull these guys here after they arrive. Visions here. This is actually no further from Bergen than this, so. Enable them to support the attack. Wait a while. Good enough. One Swedish division got encircled. Well, better than 0, I suppose. So short of rifles. I'm gonna span these guys. Get a single battalion training. Place them. Actually, here, I'm going to spend these guys too because this here. Not very high. Actually, yeah. These guys here. Make sure the coast is defended. But yeah, this is rifles for, you know, placing, but losing the rifles. These guys here, they'll help deal with that pocket. These guys will help finish this off because maybe not both. These guys will just do a supporting attack. Someone's got it in the port. There, and then reinforce there. Trying to break out the circle, or, well, really undersupplied, so go well for them. Another naval battle, huh? Start producing some warships instead of convoys, eventually. Yeah, I can't take those down. Hold and entrench. However, I can cut off their supply fairly easily. So let's stick them to march out. You like them apples, Sweden. Who can play it? Starving people with supply. Let's see. This guy's gonna be regular regardless. Turn to the 12 width, which isn't the 12 width try support. Oh, 2 more infantry battalions. Do have 22 rocket artillery in reserve, not nearly enough for not the basics infantry stuff. Okay. More infantry equipment. A little bit of support artillery, support rocket. I needed more troops, and eventually that'll add up to it. King Carol II abdicates. Pressured by powerful elements in his government, King Carol II of Romania saw no choice but to announce and sign his abdication. His successor is King Michael, but many of the dictatorial powers obtained by Carol have been vested back in the government, and so it is unlikely the young king will be able to wield similar power as his predecessor. Following his abdication, Carol appears to have emptied his expansive bank accounts and has fled into exile, taking up residence in one of Mexico City's more expensive neighborhoods with his mistress, Magda Lupasco. Yeah, they've decided to become communist, or rather, the communists have forced him into King Carol into exile. Figurehead King Michael, Constantine Eon, whatever. This doesn't actually place him into a faction with the Soviets, and there's no actual faction for them to join. I'm not sure if the join Comintern decision would actually have them join my faction. So, if it did, it would pull him out of the war with they might be able to join the British faction. So they might be betraying the Central Powers, or they might just be trying to leave the war, become neutral. Or it could just be the communists who are gaining influence have gained enough to do that. Either way. It does get rid of King Carol, who is constantly giving negative events. And yeah, they took this earlier. Actually, the peasant militias is so-called deal with the devil. So they formed peasant militias, which slowly increases communist support. And so peasants have seized power in Romania. It was unexpected, but nice. They're still waiting for the new supply. Should actually be able to get it by sea. Just take a while. There are artillery pieces and more rifles. Ah, there they go. Rocket artillery. Not all the artillery, or maybe they went to replace other. They don't have the manpower yet, but they got the equipment. These guys wear themselves out marching north. Attack them very soon. January 20th. Ah, early truck research complete. Nice. Still in the chat all this time. Yours. Twitch. What the tech? What the tech? Artillery upgrades, maybe? Considered trucks before. Probably not the smartest idea. Well, I don't wait for industry. I'm getting the radios. Oh. Infantry anti-tank. Because some tanks have showed up. Boom. Deal with Swedish tanks. They're somewhere. There's some Norwegian ones too. ways, I don't know. Light tank division. Could be a problem. Saved in a while. And I am going to cut this video. It's gone way too long. I'm already going to have to cut into pieces. I will see you folks later. I'm going to take a break. Exhausted. To punish these guys for marching north before they... and then circumvent these divisions, which I'm going to attack next video. Wish you all the best, my viewers. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves, and you always find a kind star lead home. Until next time, this is Northstar. Do best of luck.